Hey YouTube, you're looking at the most common type of workbench construction. 2x4s with a piece of plywood on top. These work great, they're everywhere. The only problem is it doesn't give you a drawer. I'm going to show you in 3 minutes or less how to make a drawer, to add a drawer to your workbench. Now, this is not only limited to your workbench. This same method could be used to add a little drawer underneath of a table, like a kitchen table, under a desk area. You could also use it to add even a little keyboard drawer. If you've got an area where you wanted to, you had a desk or something, you wanted to put a keyboard drawer. I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, now this is basically what we're after right here. A drawer that allows me a little bit of storage space underneath. Okay, step one is you're going to make a drawer box. You can make it as deep as you want, as big as you want, so long as it's going to fit under your workstation. Now, get your drawer guides and see how long they are, and that'll tell you how long your box is going to be about. Now remember, we need a 1/2 inch space on each side of clearance. So we're going to measure our finished drawer. This is 17.5. And we're going to add an inch to that, 18.5. That's a critical measurement. So I'm going to cut a piece of plywood, 18.5 inches wide, and somewhere about the depth of this drawer box. That's not that critical, but the width is, so that you maintain your clearance. So let's go ahead and cut that out. Okay, step 2 is to cut the side pieces that the tracks are going to mount to. Now, how we're going to get that measurement is we're going to measure up inside of here. Of course, these are 2x4s, so that's 3.5 inches. So you take 3.5 plus your box, which this is 3.25. Add those two together, and then add one more 1/2 inch so that the drawer is not right up against you. So you want a little bit, about a 1/2 inch space. So, whatever this dimension is going up in here, plus however deep you make your drawer, plus 1/2 inch. That's how wide you're going to make your side pieces. Let's go ahead and cut those down. Okay, now that we've got our sides cut down, we're going to just go ahead and mount the drawer tracks. And we'll put the tracks on the drawers. Now you can see this had a whole different system. Before I had an undermount system. I'm just going to leave it on there. Okay, what are we on? Step 3, 4, whatever. We're moving right along. Now you get your side pieces, and we're going to attach it to that sheet, to that plywood piece that we have. Now, remember, it has to go on the side. If you do this, it's going to close it in. This is why this piece being 1 inch wider than your drawer box is important. And it holds it out at the right dimension. So, we simply get that like that. And then we attach the other side. Flush in the front. Okay, we're coming down the home stretch now. We're going to pre-drill some holes. Alright, we got a little drawer front here we cut down. Kind of put it in place where you want it. Hold it with your hand. Kind of get it straight. And there you go. Now there's your drawer. Now, if you want that drawer front to come out flush, you want it to stick out more. I don't, because I don't want it catching on stuff. What you can do is on these side pieces here, you could notch them. You see? And then they would come out farther. However far you want that drawer to come out. But I kind of like it back. If I put a handle on there, it's, you know, I'm not getting hung up on it when I'm walking by. So that's it. That's your drawer. Now, maybe you want two drawers. If you extended those side pieces all the way down, you could put two sets of tracks. You see what I mean? And have a drawer underneath of it. So you can kind of do variations of this idea and see how it works for you. Well, I hope that's helped you in your shop. I think it is probably one of the simpler ways to put a drawer together for this type of bench top. And like I said, for other things, you could make a keyboard drawer. If I were doing a keyboard drawer, I wouldn't have sides on my drawer. It would just be a slab bottom, 3/4 of an inch thick, and those drawer guides will attach right to the sides. And then you could put a front that's on a hinge that'll lay down so you can use your keyboard. And then when you roll it in, you flip the drawer front up. I've seen that done before, so that's an idea for you. Anyhow, I'll see you next time.